What is up, everybody? Welcome to the funeral of the Houston Texans, who are 0-3. The Indianapolis Colts are 3-0. We are here for the AFC South Roundtable. The guy that was laughing was the Texans representative, Ruben, and I'll just bring them all in right now. We got Ruben,
Just
we
wait.
got Mike,
Just
we
wait.
got Derek,
Just wait.
Dalton.
If this team does come back, Jay, I'm gonna be on your ass first, and then I'm gonna go on Derek's ugly ass later, and then I'm gonna go on Michael because I feel like it, and then I have to get Dalton's get back from 2 years ago. But what's up, boys?
Ruben, shut up. Ruben, shut up and get on the couch with me.
It's okay. There's more room there where that's coming from. Let's go.
See, right? It's not.
Yeah, I'm getting off the couch, and then Ruben, you can get on the couch, okay? Because I'm off this from last year.
I've never been on the couch, so it's fine.
All right.
This is not how we planned it. I will say at the beginning of the season, 3-0 Colts, the 0-3 Texans. This is a big surprise. And I mean, we might as well not belabor the point. We got to get into the recap of these games, but we're going to save those Texans and Jags for a minute. We're going to talk about the Colts and the Titans. I know we're going to make you suffer a little bit. It is what it is. You really got to think about this, Ruben, because we got some serious conversations to be having. Actually, you know what? We are going to start with you, but we're not going to start with the game.
No. Go to Colts. Go to Colts and Titans. Go to Colts.
Nope, there is a question that we have to discuss. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson was outright cut. What's up with that, dude?
Yeah, okay. So at first I was pissed, right? I was at work. I get the notification on my phone, and I'm like, what's going on? This defense, there is a stat that the Texans are the first team in NFL history to now allow more than, I think, 55 points and be 0-3. So, we all know the defense isn't the problem here in Houston. Then when you read the interview by DJ Bieniemy, by Aaron Wilson, DJ Bieniemy brought up how he gave up 2 touchdowns and a big play against Jacksonville, the one where Trevor Lawrence hit Brian Thomas Jr. and Brian Thomas Jr. set it up for the Travis Etienne touchdown. That was supposed to be CJ Gardner-Johnson guy. The other 2 before touchdowns were on him. You see, that's okay. Players mess up, and that's fine, but it said that he was not taking accountability. He was not knowing where he was supposed to be, even in walkthroughs, and that was apparent to DeMeco Ryans. He started comparing Houston to Philly. Now that's okay, right? You just came from a Super Bowl, winning organization, and we're not doing it, like them. Then you have every right to complain. Then we heard he was pocket watching, talking about another player, talking about the contract he received. I'm sorry. As a man, I'm never going to watch someone else's wallet. Never. Even when someone opens their banking app next to me, I look the other way out of respect. So, CJ Gardner-Johnson, wish you the very best. Didn't work out.
Bye. He's going to be an Eagle again.
Probably.
They literally got a draft pick, and then they'll just get him right back, which is kind of crazy. All right, let's go ahead. Go ahead.
No. Just a late round swap in Kenyon Green. So,
yeah. I guess not the end of the world, but that one actually really surprised me. I think Chauncey Gardner-Johnson's a good player. He's kind of declined the last couple of years too. Maybe he's more of a name than anything at this point. But all right, let's talk about this one. Colts beat the Titans 41-20. Mike, we're going to start with you. I don't think there's a big surprise here that the Colts win. I think everybody on the panel last week picked that to be the case. But 41-20, not exactly ideal, I should say. Give me the breakdown of this game here. What were your thoughts? How did you see this game going down? Give me some. There's got to be something positive you can pull from this one. I'm thinking. I don't know. Maybe not. Talk to me.
Look, there's always something positive you can take from any game in any circumstance. First off, I'll give Derek his roses. The Colts came out. They balled out. Daniel Jones is looking obviously like a legit comeback player of the year, and his numbers are right up there with Josh Allen. So there's your roses, Derek. Don't get too excited. So that being said, the Titans, obviously, it's really just a situation of just more questions arise than more answers get answered. So at this point, my whole takeaway is, from a positive standpoint, Cam Ward continues to play at a decent level. I don't think Sunday's game was obviously his best outing, but I do think there's a lot of positives to take away from just the whole aspect of that. The younger players are getting an opportunity to get some plays in. The defense, obviously, didn't live up to the expectations that you hope for. Brian Callahan's hot seat continues to get hotter. So really, it's just a narrative of just the Titans are just continuing to try and find something that's going to work. Today, obviously, Bo Hargrave has announced that he's going to be taking over play calling duties for Brian Callahan, which for a lot of Tennessee Titan fans are calling for his job. And I'm not one to advocate for anybody to get fired or anything, but at the same time, the writing seems to be very much on the wall if they're making this move at this point. So at least that way, Cam Ward has somebody that he's comfortable with if this is what proceeds to be the ending fashion statement that has to make the Titans move and potentially just obviously get this thing rolling in the right direction. But all in all, the rookies I continue to be impressed with on film. Cam Ward, like I said, wasn't his best day, but there's a lot to glean from that. It's a consistent battle just with what we're trying to deal with. It's a young team. It's trying to figure out what's going to work scheme-wise. It's trying to get the coaches on all the same aspects with the players. It's not fun, but I mean, that's just part of growth. You got to suffer to get to where you're going, and, we're just dealing with our lumps right now.
Let me ask you this, because we've seemingly had this conversation since before the season started about Callahan possibly being out. If that's the case, is there anybody in mind, either yourself or that Titans fans have brought up that you think should be the guy? Like, what are the conversations that are being had? Because you can't just get rid of somebody without a solution. So what is the solution for Titans fans? What do they think?
I mean, right now it's just trying to evaluate what we have and what we're going to do long term just for this season. If Callahan does end up being moved, I think eventually John Fossil takes over the position of just interim head coach, and you'll just see what happens there. Looking to the future, potentially if they do go on the coaching market, which right now it's probably sitting about at 75%, there's a lot of great names out there that you could kick around. Obviously you want to bring in an offensive-minded coach to pair with Cam Ward and continue his growth. I mean, for me, honestly, I think there's only two names. And, the first one's Joe Brady from the Buffalo Bills. I love what he's done. He's a superstar in the coaching world that continues to rise and gain traction. I think that's a great pairing right there. And my second one's a little controversial, but who gives a shit at this point? I've got nothing to lose. Give me Mike McCarthy. I love Mike McCarthy's record. He's had success with two of the best quarterbacks, I think, that have had an opportunity to play in the NFC. Dak Prescott had some of his best seasons under McCarthy, and he's won multiple divisional championships, and he's had a hand at building some pretty good teams along the way. So I think for the Titans, those are two good fits.
I like it. I was hoping you'd say Brady. I did not expect McCarthy, but I like it. I think McCarthy is super underrated. I really do. I think he gets hated on for almost no reason. So I like it. We'll see what happens with the Titans as the season goes, but I was just wondering what the solution is. All right, Derek, before we just let you dance all over the division, we do have some super chats to get through, so let's get to those. 904 Duvall says, why does the guy on the top right have a trash can cut out behind him? I think he's talking about
he's talking about Stroud, yeah.
Nothing. No reason. I like it. This is good. This was a smart play by you. You didn't take the bait. Tyler says, Colts not here to take part. They're here to take over. A little Conor McGregor quote. I like it. Colts going back to the Peyton days and going to dominate the AFC South for years to come. Danny Dimes. All right. I like it. Tekken is my world says that post-election history adding up with the Texans. Isn't that true? We talked about this during
we talked about that before.
Yeah, he said the year following every election, the Texans go booty cheeks on us.
Uh-huh.
And then we called them crazy. And then now look at it.
Yeah, it's true. Colts for the Super Bowl. Jags losing the next 4 straight. Book it. Well,
you
music
wish
to my ears.
You
I'm
wish.
a 49er fan, so
even I can't agree with that. But
Sam says DJ success with the Colts actually makes sense. Steichen and the McVay offense thrives with a quarterback that can stay on script with a great running back too. I'll say this. I have a second channel, and I had made a video about 2 years ago about how underrated Danny Dimes was. I went ahead and unarchived that one this week because it looks even better now.
Wow.
Say you were ahead of the curve. All right.
Leon Yoder says, Tighten down. Jeez,
Leon, you're
man.
not wrong.
Brutal.
You're not wrong.
At least he's here, man. He's here every week through all the struggles of the Titans. That's a true fan right there.
True. The Garf says Texans still have to play the Chiefs, Broncos, Chargers, Ravens, and Bills. They might go 7-10 at best at this point if something doesn't radically change. That's not easy, man. That is a murderer's row at schedule.
I get the names of that mention, but
but he didn't mention the 3-0 49ers either. So come on now.
Ravens can't do nothing either defensively.
We'll see when Matabiki's back. Sam V says, I only speak the truth. Go Jags. Duval. Yeah, man. You Duval. You do speak the truth, brother. You do speak the truth. All right, Derek, man. Gosh, every single week I feel like we just got to give you your flowers. Your 3-0 Colts. We don't know when it's going to end. Maybe it's this week versus the Rams, but they just choked one away against the Eagles. We'll talk about that later. But what we do know is the Colts ran away with another victory. Danny Dimes looked good yet again. And your Colts are ahead of the division at 3-0, 3 games ahead of the Texans, believe it or not. Talk to me about your Colts, Derek.
Ruben always catching the strays now. But yeah, man, I mean, it was great to watch that game. I mean, I genuinely was a little bit nervous at the beginning of that game because, you know, it's a divisional game. You always got to wonder if it's a trap game. And, you know, it's your first time being on the road. How does that all translate? And it translated pretty freaking well. So the Indianapolis Colts started that whole game with a pick 6 on the second play of the whole game. Kenny Moore decided to set the tone right there and then. I'll give credit in a couple of areas. I honestly felt like Cam Ward in that second half was really starting to dial it up. Our defense was starting to play more of that cover zone type look and just making Cam Ward dissect everything. And it was working really well for him in the second half. But of course, the Indianapolis Colts just kept scoring. And also kudos to you, Michael. You're the first team to make the Indianapolis Colts punt this year. Fantastic.
Yeah.
One punt, and that's great, man. I love it. Still, we scored on every single other possession besides that one. So, you know, it is what it is. But and Michael, I mean, you gotta help me break down, dude, that end of the first half sequence, because even I'm still shocked at how bad that was managed by Callahan. I mean, I seen Steichen do some stupid things. That takes the cake though, from Callahan. I mean, that was just absolutely terrible. And again, the Indianapolis Colts took over. Daniel Jones again being as accurate as can be. Jonathan Taylor continuing to be the beast that he is, especially against the Titans. You know, in his last 2 games, he's ran the ball 46 times for almost 400 yards. And I think it's 5 touchdowns or 6 touchdowns actually against the Titans. So he continues to do that. Right now, this system's working, man. It's crazy that the Indianapolis Colts are scoring the way that they are. I don't even care if people want to say, oh, they're beating terrible teams. We're not just beating them. We're destroying the bad teams that we're playing. And we're still beating a good team in Broncos. Now, yeah, how is that going to translate to a more well-rounded team in the Rams this next week? But right now, man, I love what's going on with Indy right now.
Yeah, you got some really good things going on. I mean, and that's just it. To me, style points matter. When you are playing bad teams, if you're a bad team, then you're barely going to beat these guys. But there was one blowout in week 1 that happened to be the Colts over the Dolphins. And you guys continue to do it. So if you're playing bad teams, but you're blowing them out,
I'm right here.
You can only play who's on the schedule. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, we know, Michael. It's okay. Yeah, I mean, again, people keep trying to say, like, I've even seen people in the freaking chat trying to be like, oh, the Colts have beaten teams with a combined record of 1-8. It's like, so what? We destroyed 2 of those teams. Like, we didn't just beat them, we destroyed them. And people keep trying to say that the Broncos are not a good team. I know the Broncos are 1-2 right now, but then again, I mean, their 1 win came off of the Titans. They played us, and obviously we won that. And then they go on to play the Chargers, who right now, the Chargers are one of the only undefeated teams left in the league right now. So, I mean, it's not like the Broncos are a bad team, but, like people, again, just want to take that into context, but you're trying to discredit everything Indianapolis has done. Again, averaging 35 points a game so far this season. That's almost averaging more points than Ruben's team scored all year. So, I mean, come on, like cut me some slack a little bit here, man.
Nolan says he's a Colts fan. I won't lie. If the Jags get it together, they can be a huge worry. Two AFC South playoff teams.
I could very well see the Jags and the Colts both making the playoffs the way they're playing.
I might bump the Colts up from not making the playoffs to maybe making the playoffs. We'll see. We'll see next week against the Rams.
Yeah, the Rams game is going to be very telling. Like, yes, if they come out and beat the Rams, then all of that, hey, they're not beating anybody good, that goes away. Sam V says if the Colts can beat the Rams this week, and I'll consider them elite. So there you go. That's totally fair, Sam V. Tekken is my world says, is it weird? Not only the Colts are shocking everyone, but in Indiana, the Pacers went to the finals. Fever advanced without Caitlin Clark and Sophie, and the Hoosiers are 4-0 with Mendoza.
I'm telling you, the Jim Irsay belief system right now in Indiana is going nuts right now. I mean,
yesterday
is not a better time in Indiana sports than it is right now.
Bro, like, how about yesterday? And how about yesterday? Houston's point guard tore his ACL. I don't know. There's some opposite juju working out here.
It's
well,
crazy.
Not only that.
I mean, if you are a fan of any sort of Indiana sports teams, you're living the high life right now. I mean, it's very fun, and and it's great too because again, I keep looking at what is making this Colts team just so much more dynamic than it has been, and I think part of it comes down to leadership. I think some of the pieces that you've brought in, both from a coaching staff and from a player perspective, there's a lot more veteran, like experienced guys in here now. So it's causing people to, be more on board with what's going on. And of course, when you have a quarterback in Daniel Jones that has found himself comfortable running the system that Shane Steichen has put in, I mean, it makes everything else so much easier. So, I mean, again, I could never have expected us going 3-0 and looking as dominant as we have. But yeah, I mean, it's been fun to watch. I'm not a huge fan of all Indiana sports, at least from a college perspective. I like the Fever. I like the Pacers. I like the Colts. Like professional teams, I'm all for it. But anything else, I'm not Indiana guy. I'm Ohio guy.
No, the thing is, Derek, I think that is also spreading to Baltimore sports because obviously the Ravens are having their share of problems.
Yeah, I mean, they've scored 113 points this year and yet have only won one game. I mean, that is truly insane because their defense is trash.
Sarah says the Colts going to be the AFC South champions. Thank you, Sarah. Chris says Wes Phillips for head coach for the Titans.
No.
Ray V says everything is back right within the division.
Must be
a Colts fan.
Not yet.
Titan says, Derek, we had to talk you off the ledge about Jones being your quarterback. Tell us you're pleasantly surprised, but you will be given no slack.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm ecstatic. I could have never expected this. And even the Daniel Jones truthers, then there were a few of them when he got announced to the Colts. Even they would be lying to you if they told you that Daniel Jones would look as good as he has through this year.
Dude, take me back to preseason when Derek says, I'm going to be rooting against Daniel Jones. And now he's over here telling us that he's like the top quarterback in the NFL.
I was dead wrong. I was dead wrong.
And we told you, man. We told you that Daniel Jones is a better quarterback than Anthony Richardson, and you thought we were trolling you. I mean, we're telling you straight facts, bro.
It's facts. He's a way better quarterback, no doubt.
I said it a year ago, but what do I know?
All right. Let's get on to the Jags and Titans game. 17-10 in this one. Texans had their chances for sure. Offensive line, once again, didn't do CJ Stroud any favors. Ultimately, the Texans cannot score many points, only putting up 10. This is starting to become a trend and an issue for the Texans. Their defense looking very good, but you can only do so much that way. So, Ruben, we're going to start with you being on the losing side, starting 0-3, looking at that schedule coming up. It doesn't look great, I will say that, but let's stick to this game as an individual game. How did this happen? What were your thoughts? And just walk me through the state of the Texans right now, brother.
It's the same thing that we've been complaining about the last couple of weeks, even going back to last year, is the offense's inability to put up points, and that's simply it. Your defense gave you an opportunity to win this football game multiple times, and you just couldn't get into the end zone. I don't know what's going on with the offense, but it has to be one of the worst Texan offense ever. It has to be one of the worst offenses in NFL history. Like, it is that bad, and you have players like C.J. Stroud, who won the Offensive Rookie of the Year 2 years ago, and you got a 1,300-yard wide receiver in Nico Collins. Everyone's looking at who to blame. Everyone's to blame for this offense. Right now, a lot of fans are just looking at the way this roster, this O-line is constructed, has been constructed the last 6 years, and there's some right to be upset about. But it's the same thing that we've been complaining about. The Houston Texans offense continues to not score the football.
They're cooking you in the chat, brother. They don't care. They are drinking your tears right now.
It's all good.
Got cups out, ready to go.
It's all good. And you're one of them. It's all good.
I'm not. Listen, I'm having a little fun with it. I don't
want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Here's what I will say. I'm a huge CJ Stroud supporter, but it is getting hard. It is. It's getting hard to support him. I know it's not all him. And when you watch his games, it's very clear, but this is a guy that I had as a top 10 quarterback coming into this year. And I don't know that I can say that with confidence.
He's anymore. Not. Say it. He's not. We could be honest. He's not playing like a top 10 quarterback.
He's definitely not. So the question then becomes is what happens? Let's say they don't make the playoffs. Let's say they go, I don't know, 7-10. They don't make the playoffs. What's the outcome at the end of this year? Do you think it's realistic at all that CJ Stroud or D'Amico Ryans moved on from? I don't think it is.
Absolutely not. When it comes to CJ Stroud, D'Amico Ryans is not going anywhere either. The next person on that list is the guy who's been here the last 6 years, is general manager Nick Caserio. Another thing that Houston fans are complaining about right now is I don't know about any of you guys' teams, but the Texans have been trying to emulate the New England Patriots their entire existence. And general manager Nick Caserio brought all his buddies in from New England. Nick Caley spent majority of his time with New England. Cole Popovich, our new O-line coach, spent majority of his time in New England. Todd Bowles, when he played us last week, said that wasn't a Sean McVay offense. We're talking about Nick Caley. He said that was a New England offense. I don't know why this team continues to try to be New England. It didn't work out. But, that Patriots way has reared its ugly head right back here in Houston.
I got a name for you. If they go the offensive coordinator route, maybe they get rid of him. How about Mike McDaniel as offensive coordinator?
Yeah, I've been wanting Mike McDaniels the last year and a half. I was praying on his downfall last year. He was a part of the Kubiak system here in Houston, and he knows D'Amico Ryans. So that would be my immediate reaction. That's who I would want, is Mike McDaniels.
But Ruben, is it realistic that D'Amico is going to get a third offensive coordinator in his tenure?
I do think so, because the last two just simply first-time play callers, and one worked out for 1 year, it fell off. The other one, Nick Caley, it's not working whatsoever. So you're not getting rid of D'Amico. D'Amico is very well loved here in Houston. You're not getting rid of your quarterback in CJ Stroud. The next guy on the list, I think, is your GM, Nick Caserio. And there is already one guy, John Hickman from Locked On Texans, was like, yeah, the new GM will be taking care of the new contract. So it's crazy.
Ruben, I think, you're going to be looking potentially for somebody that can develop quarterbacks and just gets the best out of them. A name that might be out there, Brian Dable. He's done really great as an offensive
but he comes from New England, and like I mentioned, we are very tired of that New England Patriots way. That's why when the co-host brought up Josh McDaniels, I absolutely, like that idea.
But he did work for Buffalo, though, so I'm just saying.
No, 100%. I'm not denying his, his success, recent success, but I'm tired of seeing the NE by their resume. So I would want Mike McDaniels.
All right. Well, there has to be a winner on the other side of this, and that was the Jacksonville Jaguars. Looked much better for Brian Thomas. A week later, everybody was panicking. Not so bad this week. And the Jags get it done, man. The Jags get it done. You asked for this. You asked for the Texans to be 0-2, and you wanted to stick the nail in the coffin. You were able to do it. Your Jacksonville Jaguars were able to do it, rather. Dalton, talk to me about this game, brother. How good did it feel to finally beat those Texans, send them to 0-3, and move to 2-1 yourself?
Oh man, it feels so good. It really does. I mean, I hate the Texans. I really do. They're my least favorite team in the AFC South because of the little rivalry I built with them over the last couple of years. But yeah, the Jaguars this game, I still like Jaguars. I'm really happy that we won it. And it was a game where the Jaguars survived, right? Because this was an awful game to watch, whether you're a Texans fans or a Jaguars fans, because both teams were struggling. Both teams were being led by the defense. Both teams were almost getting in their own way on offense, right? This weren't capitalizing on different opportunities. I mean, offensively, the Jaguars' drops were still there. I mean, Brian Thomas Jr., 6 targets, 2 receptions, obviously 1 reception, 55 yards that kind of set up for the game winner there. So that was good. Lots of drops. I mean, the drops keep continuing. I didn't think Trevor Lawrence played a very good game. I was actually really disappointing coming off of that game by the way that Trevor Lawrence has played. And it was for the first time I was actually like, is Trevor the dude? Is he really the dude? Because he was struggling a good bit, but I am kind of reminded that there's not a lot, like the receivers weren't helping him, and he's being coached out of a lot of bad habits. So luckily we get a lot more of the year to kind of see it. But the Jaguars are 2-1 right now. One thing that is really surprising me is how good that the defense is. I mean, geez, like Josh Hines-Allen was making the rookie left tackle Ursere get eaten alive out there. And one reason why I don't believe in the Texans, like, I don't understand why Nick Caley doesn't put a tight end over there to help him out. Like, dude, Josh Hines-Allen was eating that guy all day, and he had the game-winning tip that led to an interception. The Jaguars defense, I mean, they were hungry. They were ferocious. They allowed the 1 touchdown off of a miscommunication. Travis Hunter had a really good game defensively. I know he's not lighting the scoreboard up on offense, but, man, that guy is sticky. That guy was staying right in the pocket of these different wide receivers. So that was really, really good to see. And that's a surprising thing. I mean, I thought the Jaguars going into this year, they were 7, 8, 9 win team. And they're kind of playing like that, but I didn't think that the defense would be as good as it is. The defense can probably keep the Jaguars in most any game. And with the offense is complicated. We're still getting alignment issues. Travis Hunter still doesn't know the full playbook. And there's some wrong reads that are being made, but it seems like at some point, if this offense can click and the wide receivers are catching the ball, the running backs are hitting the holes, Trevor Lawrence is making the right reads and throwing it, if we're getting set right, I mean, this team could be really, really dangerous. But right now we're sitting at 2-1. We have a tough game, bunch of tough games coming up. When you look ahead, 49ers, Chiefs, then the I think it's the Seahawks and the Rams, right? So that's 4 hard games. And I said before the season, if we're 3-4 at the bye week, I'm okay with it. Right now, the Jaguars are 2-1. Hopefully, we can be at least 4-3 before like kind of the easier stretch of the season gets here. But I'm satisfied with the way the Jaguars are playing. Usually, the Jaguars of the past, the way it seemed like they were just going to hand the Texans the ball. Usually, we lose that game. Shout out to Tyson Campbell stripping it from Nico Collins, getting the offense the ball back. That was awesome. And yeah, the Jaguars are 2-1, 1-0 in the AFC South. No complaints here. Still not playing our best football, but I think the Jaguars are in a really good position right now.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, and better yet, you get a divisional win. You knock a team that everybody thought, I think everybody preseason picked the Texans to win the division. And now they're 0-3. And I think that's the biggest thing is when you have a team that everybody thought was going to win, that is in this situation and has a tough schedule ahead of them, it opens the door for really everybody. So you've got a chance. The Colts got a chance. Maybe not the Titans so much, but you guys have a chance, and it's your division now, most likely. So that's what you got to look forward to, and that's what you gave yourselves a chance to do. So we'll see how the rest of the division matchups go, but ultimately a very, very good showing by the Jaguars. They got the job done, and now they got my Niners next week. So we'll talk about that shortly. But first, I know we got some super chats. We also got Big Jags fan, the fifth member of the panel waiting backstage. We'll get to everything in just a second, but we do got to talk a little bit about Sleeper. Get a 100% deposit match up to $100 using promo code RTS. You can play daily fantasy, weekly fantasy, yearly fantasy. That's where my Dynasty League is in. And you can have a little skin in the game each week with some more or less, which is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to do the Thursday night game. The only thing that's bad about a Tuesday show that we always do is there's not a lot in Sleeper for the games yet. It's still too early in the week. Usually Thursday is when everything really heats up, but we do have the Thursday night game we could talk about, and we are going to get our free pick. Every week, Sleeper gives a free pick. Half passing yard for Carson Wentz. We're going to take that one. So, listen, I'm trying to win this, so I'm going to go with the two guys that won this week. Derek, I'm going to ask you, give me either Kenneth Walker or James Cook to score a touchdown. Which one of those guys is going to score a touchdown?
Oh, I mean, if they're facing New Orleans, then you got to get Cook there for a touchdown, easy.
All right, perfect. I like this one. And I actually just opened it up to the rest of the league here because we're going to do 4 picks. Dalton, give me something that you like here. Either give me Marvin Harrison Jr., 46.5 receiving yards, or Justin. Oh, actually, nope. Or give me Cooper Kupp, 42.5 receiving yards. So Cooper Kupp, 42.5, or Marvin Harrison, 46.5. Which one goes more?
That's crazy. Can we go less?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think less on Marvin Harrison Jr. I think he's a bust. I don't think he's very good.
Oh, okay. All right. Ruben, give me an anytime touchdown on Kyren Williams. Saquon Barkley. Okay. And then Michael, give me anytime touchdown on Puka Nacua or Keenan Allen.
Give me Puka.
All right, Puka. All right, guys. We're going to 14 times that one. We're going to put 10 down for a chance to win 140 bones.
Yeah, we got those some room to catch up, man. We've been losing these. We're gonna win this week.
I know.
Yeah,
we're gonna win this week.
What's gonna happen if we hit one?
Losing? Well,
yeah, so we need more super chat.
Hopefully,
we need more super chats, guys. We're breaking the bank for Jesse over here, wasting all his sleeper money.
All right, I got $140 on the line. You can tail us or you can fade us if you don't. At this point, I would probably fade us because we're not doing so hot. Either way, the best thing about Sleeper, in my opinion, is every week they give you that free pick, but they also give you 5 minutes in case you regret your picks to cancel it. We always let it ride here. We're definitely not going to cancel it. So we're going to get to the week 4 predictions, but before we do that, the 5th member of our panel is here, Big Jags fan, calling in through the Patreon hotline. Big Jags fan, talk to me, brother.
All right, can y'all hear me?
We can hear you.
All right, I got my mic again. All right, so I want to give the shout out to Ruben and Michael because they know my good friend Owen, 0-3.
I knew it. That was good.
And I guess I'll just give y'all a quick because I went to the game and that was me and my son's first game together. They're 8 and 10 years old.
Hell yeah!
And then on the very last drive, somebody started chanting "CJ Poopy Pants," right? So my little 8-year-old starts chanting it with him, and then CJ threw the pick, and my son stands up in his seat and says, "Daddy, I made him throw an interception." So it's like just a good moment, with my son because he really thought he caused it.
What a beast, bro!
Nice.
Hell yeah!
So that was good, and then I guess I'll give y'all 2 predictions. I think the Jags do beat up the banged up 49ers. Usually in the past, you see like the Titans when they were good, they got like the benefit of the schedule just kept being in their favor, and finally the Jaguars are getting that. We keep playing, the Texans ain't very good right now. The Panthers weren't. And then now we get the favorable 49ers. So I think they advanced 3-1. And I do believe the Rams give the Colts their first loss. I think it's hard to go 4-0 because you saw how the Rams just got beat by the Eagles. And I'm not saying because the Colts are bad or anything. I just think it's hard to go 4-0, and I think the Rams just upset them.
Wow. Okay. I like it. Coming in strong again, big Jags fan. I'm glad you got to be at the game and enjoy it. And listen, man, you've talked your ish all year long. Actually, on your way out, brother, listen, I'm a 49er fan. You guys are playing us this week. You guys get us, or do we get you?
Yeah, I think we win just because of all the injuries y'all have. And like I said, it's hard to go 4-0, and y'all guys are 3-0, and I think it just is in our favor. Just
okay.
But that's what happens. Yep.
All right. Fair enough. All right, brother. Have a good one. Thanks for calling in.
Yep.
All right. Okay. There we go. There we go. The fifth panel member calling in.
Shout out to
guy.
him,
He's got a mic and everything. You got to love it. I absolutely love it.
CJ
Get to these
Poopy
supers. CJ Poopy Pants. Nolan Johnson says the biggest worry right now is do the Colts take a win in Duval? Second worry is the Texans pass rush breaking Indiana Jones.
Let's hear Derek. Are the Colts winning in Jacksonville this year?
Pressured on 65% of his dropbacks all season. It hasn't bothered him yet.
But Derek, is this the year that you're going to predict the Colts to win in Jacksonville?
No, it's not. It's not. I told my audience 3 years ago I would never pick the Colts to win in Jacksonville ever again until they actually do it.
That's me with the Ravens.
And so I'm not. I can't pick them. Even if the Colts are undefeated going into that game, I will still pick the Indianapolis Colts to lose that one in Jacksonville. 100%.
Eric says, "Buy Shell Tootin, top 5 running back in the NFL soon."
Hey, I'm here for it. I'm here for
it. Mario says, "Jags versus Texans equals the battle of mid." Go
the mid off.
Colts. Somebody's got to win. If you guys tie,
politely for him.
If you guys tie, then it's over. Tekken is my world. Says once Indiana special juice falls, Colts will 100. Okay. Sam V says Ursery was just getting pummeled. Pause. The whole game, man.
No, the whole game. And that was one of the rants that I went on after was, who was not going to get beat up like that? Laramie Tunsil. So just another thing that the Houston Texans messed up in the offseason. No, Josh Hines-Allen just destroyed the whole game plan for Houston offense, man. He was just unstoppable on Sunday.
Dude, why did they not throw a tight end to Chip? I was waiting for it.
I'm sorry. We tried. We tried with Harrison Bryant. It still couldn't work. And then when we sent our fullback to help out, dude didn't know what he was doing. And it was, I kept on seeing number 41 just in the backfield. And it goes back to what you were saying. Why was there no help given to him? Well, even when they tried, they messed it up. It's like we can't overcome just one little thing. But digress. Moving on.
Hey, every team needs an elite pass rusher. That's for damn sure.
We got 2 of them, man, and it sucks. I feel like we're wasting a really, really good freaking defense.
Hey, and don't sleep on Trayvon Walker either, bro. He's had back-to-back double-digit sacks a year. He's gonna have another one this year. He was doing some things too.
Game, I felt Josh Hines-Allen. just being honest.
But Trayvon Walker did get a sack this game and some pressures. But the Hines-Allen is the one that's flashing those. He's got the fancy rush moves.
Ruben, it's not all bad because Andrew Harmon says Stroud could be the next Sam Darnold or even Daniel Jones.
What? So he's going to leave his team and then go on to be a better quarterback? Then that's not good for Ruben.
He's going to get an OC, and we're going to turn it around.
All right, we'll see. XO says y'all said wait till we play the Broncos. Now it's the Rams, and it'll be the Chargers. The goalpost keeps moving. It's outrageous.
Yeah, but we didn't realize the Broncos were ass. That's the only thing.
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay.
Nolan says, Derek, you better switch that Duval take. Unfaithful. JT 120 plus yards, 2 touchdowns.
I did see somebody say that it's one curse at a time. I mean, the Colts did break their week 1 curse, and obviously the way they're doing it. I mean, maybe I will change it, but probably not. But maybe.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Scott says, why are the Titans giving the offensive play calling to the quarterback coach instead of the OC?
Because they don't trust the OC, Scott. Easy answer.
Why hire?
Why is he even hired then? Okay, that begs another question.
To hold Cam Ward's hat. To hold Cam Ward's hat.
Fair enough. Titan says new play caller in Nashville. Titans 21, Texans 14.
Bro, that would be insane.
I don't think anyone scored over 20 on Houston yet. So,
bro, Houston has not hit rock bottom yet. If you lose to the Titans, that's
we lose to the Titans, it's over. It's over.
If you could only score 20 on the Colts, there's no way you're scoring 21 on Houston's defense.
We got a really good defense, guys. A scary good defense. We just can't score the damn ball.
It's really good. Yeah, they're wasting that
14 might be right then.
They're wasting that defense, man, because defenses don't stay elite for very long.
Who was I forget, but he has a podcast, but he was on the Rams and then he went to the Eagles.
Oh, Hunter Long?
Hunter Long, thank you. He was like, he feels like this Houston Texans team was like his teams in LA where they had a elite defense, but the offense was just cooked.
I mean, that was like the Jets recently. The Jets had a pretty good defense for a while, and they had no offense. Then now the defense isn't that good anymore, and now the offense can actually score some points. It like defenses don't stay elite for very long. There's like maybe a 3, maybe 4 year span, and then there's another elite defense, right? But offenses, if you can get the quarterback and have good coaching, like offenses can stay good for a while. Defenses, it just doesn't seem like it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Big Jags fan says Jordan Lewis is the best cornerback in the division.
I think Travis Hunter. Derek Stingley have a few words to say about
Derek Stingley, baby.
I don't know if you guys have watched Travis Hunter yet.
He's good. He's good. Real good.
He's sticky.
Nolan Johnson says, hey, Texans, want to trade one of your pass rushers for Latu?
I'm okay.
Sure they probably don't.
I'm okay.
Trade one of their pass rushers for our best.
Y'all already giving up on Latu? He got a Colts tattoo.
He's obviously been our best edge rusher. Mm-hmm. It hasn't really translated to a ton right now.
What's he better at?
Huh?
Like, what's he better at, pass or the run?
Oh, pass, 100%.
Okay. Yeah, because he's lighter.
Sam V says Texans probably the best defense in the division, to be honest. Yeah,
it's not
Jags defense. I'm not gonna lie, that Jags defense had me talking to my people after, like, hey, they might be pretty good.
It's pretty good, man. They surprised me.
I was like, man, they might got themselves a squad.
Well, the thing is, there's guys stepping up out of nowhere, like Jordan Lewis, really good offseason acquisition. Devin Lloyd all of a sudden playing really good. I mean, Andrew Wingard's been on the team forever. Now he's playing really good at safety. It's just really a complimentary football. And also last year, the Jaguars had maybe the worst defensive coordinator I've ever seen. And all of a sudden you bring in a good defense coordinator, and that level up alone, just from a coaching standpoint and offensively, like the Jaguars only changed 2 players on the offensive line, but they got good coaching in here. And also we have a top offensive line right now. It really is insane what coaching can do for a team.
Yep.
Absolutely. All right, let's get to our other sponsor here. RotoWire, the ultimate fantasy football tandem tool, in my opinion. Promo code RGS to get 15% off. The way that I use it during the season is to get the custom rankings. It's always tough when you've got crazy leagues with lots of flex positions. I've got a super flex position. Sometimes you're comparing running backs to wide receivers, tight ends, what have you. Who should you start? Who should you sit? Well, the way that I do it is I plug in all of my league settings, the scoring, everything. And then I take that and it spits out a ranking custom to my league so I can make the best decision for my team. And I got to say, I'm pretty good at fantasy football. RotoWire is a big reason why. We talked all offseason about how it was great for the draft, mock drafts, all of that, but it is great all the way through the season as well. There are multiple things that you can do with this, but this ranking system is certainly the best, in my opinion, week in and week out, bar none. If you are going to be playing fantasy on Sleeper anyways, using promo code RTS, getting your deposit match, then you might as well also use RotoWire to win that league, getting your 15% off. All right, fellas, let's get into this week's games. We're going to start with the Texans versus the Titans, 2 teams that are 0-3. Somebody's O has got to go unless we tie, of course, but hopefully that doesn't happen. Michael, we're going to start with you, man. Actually, no, we're not. We're not. Let's get the rest of these guys. I got a little ahead of myself. I got excited. Derek, we'll start with you. Who wins this game? Is it the Titans or the Texans? Whose O goes after this week? Give me the score.
Oh man, I can't. I do believe that the Houston Texans will get their first win here. Again, the Titans, just everything is just out of whack right now. You know, for everything that's going wrong with Houston, there's a lot more going on with the Titans. Most of the problem with the Texans is at the player level, while Titans is player and coaching level. So ultimately, the Texans, their defense just going to overwhelm Cam Ward. There's just absolutely nothing that they'll be able to do to overcome it. I think the Texans will win this game by a final score of 27-10.
Thank you for the
27.
Thank you for
Wow.
the 27 there.
You're welcome.
Wow, that's impressive.
You're welcome.
Wow,
I'm being
right.
nice to you this week.
Jeez. Dalton, who wins this game and what's the score?
Bro, that would be hilarious if the Texans lost. I don't know. It would just be funny. People would be freaking out. It'd be
That would be
glorious.
so funny, honestly.
It would be glorious. But I'm going to say the Texans do win 15-11 because they'd be like that.
What? That's like the highest baseball score I've ever seen.
These teams be like that, bro.
It's so funny.
15-11. Wow. All right. Michael, let's get to you on this one, man. Who do your Titans come away with the first victory of the season, or do they fall once again to the Houston Texans? What's your score prediction on this one, brother?
I'll be honest with you, even with Bo Hardegrave taking over the play calling duties, it just seems like there's just so much going on with this team, just internally, and it just seems like there's no fire, there's no gas. So, Ruben, I think you're going to have a good day, and I think Sunday I'm going to be once again very drunk. So, give me the Texans 17-10.
All right. Not as generous. Ruben, the whole panel's picking the Texans, which means they're not going to win, I'm sure. Go ahead and give me the score prediction on this one, brother.
You know, I have mine 14-10. I don't think my offense is going to do very much against Tennessee. It hasn't been doing much at all this entire year. The defense is going to win you this game. And it's just going to be, all right, you got your one win. You're 1-4. Now you got to go against a team that I think you've never beaten besides only one time. That's the Baltimore Ravens. It gets tough, boys.
Ruben, that 27 includes 2 defensive touchdowns, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I need that.
At least one pick six for sure. Yeah, to get to 27. I don't know how that happens otherwise, for sure. All right, let's go to the 4 p.m. time slot. We got the Colts and the Rams. Does the goalpost get moved if the Colts win, or do people finally give them their respect? First of all, we got to figure out if they're going to win or not. Ruben, we're going to stick with you on this one. Derek, your panelist here, who represents the Colts, was very generous to your Texans. Are you going to do the same with the Colts, who are playing at the Rams? This is a big game. 2 good teams going at it. Does the Colts Cinderella slipper get lost, or do they continue this run? What's the score on this one, brother?
No, look, I'm going to go and ride the hot hand. I'm going to go with Indianapolis Colts here. One of the best offenses in the league, and they're going to go up against a pretty good defense in the Los Angeles Rams. This might be our first look at Daniel Jones, and if he does come out with the win against this Los Angeles Rams team, we're going to have to start looking at the Colts being very serious. You have to ride the hot hand here, man. I have the Colts winning. Let's just go 27 to 24. Let's have it be close.
I like it. I think that's a very fair prediction. Michael, what are your thoughts on this game? Who wins this one?
I think both teams right now are really evenly matched. I think it's going to be a really good offensive battle, but I think both defenses are going to show up in the fourth quarter. Give me the Colts in overtime, 23-21.
Oh, in overtime. Okay, I like this one. Dalton, who wins this one, Colts or Rams?
So this game is in Los Angeles?
Yes, it is.
I believe so, yeah.
Wow. So the Jaguars and Colts playing in California this weekend at 4 o'clock. How about that? We'll be scoreboard watching. So I'll say this. I do think that the Rams are going to win this one, okay? I'll say 31-24, but let me say this. If the Colts do win this, okay, I'll go ahead and give the AFC South crown to Derek next week. Okay, I'll be that proud and that surprised by the Colts. I'm gonna say they lose, but if they win, then I think they're really making a statement that they're legit.
Okay, Derek, you got two of the panelists picking your Colts. Not so much from Dalton, but he is willing to give them respect if they win. Do your Colts get it done against a good Rams team on the road in the 4 p.m. time slot, brother?
Toughest matchup yet from an overall perspective right now, and the Rams are hungry after that loss to Philly, no doubt. But again, you have, quite frankly, maybe the best offense in the NFL, the most efficient offense in the NFL right now. And they showed you it doesn't matter if it's a home or on the road. They can run the football. They can pass the football. They can protect their quarterback. And that defense does get opportunities to create takeaways. I think this will be a really good game, but I have the Indianapolis Colts winning 28-27.
Oh, I like it. Respectful, but still getting the win. Definitely a good game. I'm looking forward to that one. And that's a lot of implications for my 49ers as well. Speaking of, listen, I'm going to take the host hat off, and I got to represent my team for this one. Let's see what the panel thinks of this one here, brother.
You got to be unbiased, bro. I'm a little intimidated now.
Let me go first.
I think you're going to come at me if I pick against you guys.
I'm just saying I'm paying close attention. All right, fellas, I'm paying close attention. Ruben wants to go first on this one. We've got the Jags at the 49ers, 4 p.m. time slot. My 49ers, Dalton's Jags. Who wins this one? What's the score?
Yeah,
I have a feeling. Hold on. I have a feeling you're going to crap on my 49ers. No. I already know where you're going, Ruben.
Can you be the host? Can you be the host?
All right. All right, go ahead.
Can you be the host? Goddamn.
Can I finish?
Here, go ahead, Ruben. Go ahead.
You know what? Thank you. Jacksonville is going to absolutely crush the San Francisco 49ers. They might have not had the best rushing offense in the NFL against my Houston Texans, but they're going to have it against the San Francisco 49ers. Mac Jones is going to look so crappy out there because the Jacksonville Jaguars defense is legit. But no, in all seriously, I do have Jacksonville winning this game. I also have, a breakout player for Jacksonville. It's number 12. It's Travis Hunter. Last week, he broke a tackle from Henry to and I think it was like 3rd and 12, 3rd and 19.
That was
athletic
nasty
as hell.
That was nasty.
I have him breaking out this game. So Jacksonville, they take a W here.
All right. Well,
I'm trying to figure out what angle Ruben is playing right now. He's over here picking the Colts, picking the Jaguars. I'm.
Y'all think I'm gonna just hate because we suck? Come on, boys.
I don't know. I think you're playing an angle here.
No. It's just I'm not just gonna just be sad. I'm gonna be honest. You're playing good football. I'm not.
Mac might play a bad game, but it might not matter because I don't think he's going to start. I think it's going to be Brock Purdy. So Mac can play as bad as he wants from the bench. All right. Let's go to Michael. Michael, who's going to win this one? 49ers or Jags?
I think this is going to be a really good matchup. Dalton, you know how I feel about you. We're pretty tight. I mean, you'd agree with that.
Tight. Yeah. We hang out on Tuesday nights.
Of course. But Breaks by Duval, you've been breaking my balls the whole show, and I'm about to give you the kiss of death and the receipt to go with it next Tuesday. Give me the 49ers 28-17.
Let's go, my guy. I love it. Okay. Michael's quickly becoming my favorite panelist here right now. Derek, you can join if you want to come to the dark side. You could pick the 49ers. I can also make you my favorite. I'm just saying Jags at 49ers, 4 p.m. time slot. What is the score of this one, Derek?
You know what? I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay. So listen, Dalton, you're putting me up against the wall here because, if you would have helped me with picking the Colts against the Rams, I would have been very, very happy to pick you this week.
Yeah, but I was giving you guys the AFC South crown.
The 49ers might have the most injured squad in the entire NFL at this moment in time. But I'm gonna tell you what, the Jaguars continue to shoot themselves in the foot.
Wow.
Games close when they shouldn't be. And I think through all the madness, the San Francisco 49ers will find a way to win this game. They will win 23-21.
Oh,
man.
That's tough. He was willing to give you the crown, Derek.
I was willing to give it to you, man, but you gave me no choice. I can't do that.
You see, this is what happens when we have the Colts at the top of the division.
Should have been united.
He gives no mercy.
We need to be united against this guy because he's going against one of our own.
I miss when Anthony Richardson was playing in and out of quarterback, and he get hurt in the third quarter, and Joe Flacco would outplay him, and we'd hear about second quarter rushing stats.
How many Super Bowls do you have? How many Super Bowls does your team have?
We have 0.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
None?
that was random, but
all right,
okay.
Dalton.
Man, come on, Derek. When they won that Super Bowl, were your balls dropped?
Yeah,
Hell nah.
What size diapers were you wearing? What size diapers were you wearing?
They had to still check his height when he walked in today. Well, come on, Derek. You don't remember that Super Bowl.
All right, Dalton. Listen, 2 of the panelists are picking against your Jacksonville Jaguars. Ruben is standing tough. I think it was because I was not too nice to his Texans, which is fair. Either way, though, I'm assuming you're picking the Jaguars. How do they get it done, and what's the score?
Why are you assuming things, bro?
I don't know. Listen, I'll tell you. Come over to the dark side. It's fine. Go ahead.
Here's the thing, bro. Like throughout this whole year, I've picked the Jaguars to win every game, right? And there's history here right now. Okay, the Jaguars 5 straight losses against the San Francisco 49ers. Haven't beat them since 2005. Last couple of times they've come to Jacksonville and given the Jags the beat by Dre's, and the Jaguars just don't play very well on the West Coast. I think the difference in this game will be whether or not Brock Purdy plays. Mac Jones is not a good quarterback. I mean, he might have won some games for the 49ers, but Kyle Shanahan is a master at scheming things up. And it's not like they were lighting up against the Cardinals last week. The defense was definitely keeping them in that one. I mean, Mac Jones can't push the ball downfield. He just throws a bunch of unders. And Brock Purdy is just perfect within Kyle Shanahan's scheme on what he asks of him to do. So I'm not going to go 2024 Ruben where I pick the Jaguar or to pick the Texans to win every game. I got to be a little bit unbiased here. I'm going to pick the Jaguars to lose this one, okay? I'm going to pick the lose. I'm going to be rooting like heck, but I'll pick the Jaguars to lose this one just so I can stay a little bit unbiased. And I also think this is a tough matchup, especially I really do think the difference in this game, if Brock Purdy's at quarterback, the Jaguars lose. If Mac Jones is quarterback, the Jaguars win. So I'll do it at that. I'll say the Jaguars lose. We'll say 24-23. And don't come at me, Jags fans. Don't come at me. But I got to keep it a buck.
Breaks by Duval TV is in here losing his mind over that one, UCF.
Wow. Wow. I love it. Listen, bro, I do think Brock Purdy's going to play, but the fact that you don't have confidence in 281-330-8004, who Mac Jones is blasphemy in itself. Either way, the 49ers hopefully will get it done, but we'll see. I appreciate you for keeping it honest. Exactly. Listen, great job, guys. We got a couple super chats on the way out. Breaks by Duval says Rams turn Indiana Jones into Daniel Duck.
Sheesh. Okay.
Do you have another one that you want to throw out here? I mean, your guy just picked against.
No, I mean,
I
like the Danny Diamonds nickname that Rich Eisen has.
Here's the thing. I will pick the Jaguars to win most every game on here. But I can't pick every week the Jaguars to win, right? I'll be rooting like crazy.
No, of course you can.
For sure.
Of course you can.
No. This is called being unbiased.
We'll see. Derek, have you picked against the Colts this year?
No, I don't think I've picked against them yet. No.
Ruben, have you picked against the Texans?
No, but I'm going to next week, regardless.
Michael, have you picked the Titans to win a game this year?
Only once.
They're not the same.
Just said that so nonchalantly, just pretended that it's not the exact opposite.
See, you say that shit like it's gonna hurt my feelings. I'm dead inside right now. You can't kill what's already dead.
Wow. Paul says Ruben is playing the reverse psychology long game for the shoe. All right. Well, maybe he might be. If he is, then that's smart. You got to love it. You definitely do. Listen, from the best coverage in the AFC South, another great show in the books every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. We will be here. I'm your host, Jesse. For Michael, Derek, Dalton, and Ruben. Until next week, fellas, much love. Peace.